burns red, iron rains from above. Thunder cracks as the war machine comes, sent to die for the banner we hail. No surrender, no retreat, we prevail. We are the hammer, the purge of the damned, bringing the fire, cleansing the land. No mercy, no quarter, no hope for the weak. This is the way, our creed is war. Steel and blood, we answer the call. For Super Earth, we'll burn them all.
Evening's Freedoms, fighters of Fori Prime. That was Burn Them All by Goodfellas Gaming, providing not only a rocking banger from when you're stuck knee-deep in the gloom, 50 million miles from your nice warm bed, it's also some pretty good advice. Terminids have never been able to stomach fire very well, and napalm dropped from an eagle is a pretty surefire way to handle a bug breach and clear the air of bloom spores. For a time anyway. As you might suspect, the battle for Fori Prime rages on, and because of our intrusion, the Terminids have deployed the new Spore Burst strain of bug, which explode in spore clouds when they die. The direct damage of this is relatively low, on par with a bug mine, but the clouds impair visibility and inflict a slowing debuff on helldivers that got a little too up close and personal and don't respect proper social distancing. On the plus side, the billion bugs have been bagged, and in a record time no less. While it's not quite the level of 2 billion in a mere few hours that we racked up last summer, those are some mighty respectable numbers, and without the aid of that pesky tallying error giving you guys a boost. So, yeah, record time. For realsies and legit this time. The Sequel Honda's about 40, 41, 45% complete, but we should have that squared away in another 2 days or so. However, Fori Prime's liberation remains at a big fat 0. There is some good news on that front, though. The Decay value has dropped to 9% today, and we only need to decrease that number by about another 2 or 3% in order to really start chipping away at the boulder. Wear them down, Helldivers, just like we did with the Jet Brigade. This is nothing new for you guys, right? You got this. Your cause is just, your muscles mighty, and your guns are very, very large. Outside of the gloom, the Illuminate continue to rampage across the southern frontier virtually unopposed, and because we went ahead and slapped the Predator strain out of existence, Dark Energy has been able to surge back into Meridia, and she has begun to move again. As of right now, Meridia has just under 70% of a charge, and analysts predict that you've got a little over a week before it impacts Moridesh next. Likely around the 27th of February, so while I hate to rush you or henpeck you, you might want to pick up the pace just a little bit. We're kind of on the clock here, and we are rapidly running out of planets, so skip the spinning rims, Helldivers. However, at the very least, the Chaos Divers are fully expecting us to win, and have begun planning with the Sentinel Defense Force to expand into the Leo and Farsight sectors in order to more effectively defend against future Terminid incursions. Not to mention give Squidward 5 across the face when he decides to blow through town again. No one has a greater dislike for Illuminate than Chaos Divers. Well, except maybe for me. But I have a good reason. Now, some news from the business sphere. The Gunvald Corporation is having a bit of a celebration today. Their home planet, also named Gunvald, located within the Sagan sector, passed the 30 billion person mark today, so congratulations, guys. Also, I was unaware, up until this point, that there was a planet with the name Gunvald, which is likely how the corporation got theirs. I just thought the CEO was being poetic and fancy because they manufacture weaponry, but then again, I am a huge idiot. In other news, representatives from the Sentinel Defense Force, General Chief of the Spartan Corps, the 5th Super Elite Patriotic Liberators, and the Gunvald military arrived earlier today to pay respects at a memorial ceremony to the lives lost during the Angel's Venture catastrophe. Most of my Seraphim were otherwise engaged within the gloom during this time, but several of their number did manage to make it out to pay their respects. under the condition that they were granted total diplomatic immunity. This was a hard bargain to hammer out, but I had heard that the Gunvald representatives had some choice words for the ministry personnel in attendance, and threats of contract cancellation were involved to make the bigwigs behave themselves. It's appreciated, Gunvald, but take it from me, the ministry never forgets an insult. I think you can kiss your super trade license in the interior sector's goodbye. Sorry. This ceremony also honored the passing of the last surviving veteran from the First Galactic War who lived to the incredible age of 103. He passed away earlier this morning, surrounded by his friends and his family, and is due to be buried with full honors at Arlington for his service in a later ceremony. Rest well and rest easy, Helldiver. We have the watch. That's been Liberty's latest with me, ponderatheradioangel. Conditions on Fori Prime are rough. They smell just atrociously bad, and there are bugs fluffing everywhere. But this is winnable. These foul creatures can be felled. They can be beaten. We just need to drop enough 500s and 380s on them so that they get the message and fluff off and never come back. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for Super Earth.